Okay, for number 90, they want you to come up with a linear equation that gives the dollar value V of the product in terms of the year T. So the value in 2015 of this product is $156, and its value increases each year by $5.50. So as we talked about in class, this is the slope. Because it's increasing, we know it's a positive slope. And then since they want you to let T be the year, and they said for 2015 T will be 15, so the ordered pair associated with this information here is for T year and V the value, it's 156. So this ordered pair in conjunction with this slope right here is going to help us get the equation that we're looking for. I know in class I showed you a slightly different way of approaching the problem, so use whichever one you think is best, the one in class or the one here on the screen cast, okay, on the video. So y equals mx plus b is our slope-intercept form. Remember, this is like our x and our y. In this case, it's t and v, but I always go back to x and y. That's habit. So 156 equals 550 times 15 plus b, and that's going to give us b. So we multiply the 15 by 550. So we get 156 equals 8250. Plus b. We subtract that from 156 and we get 7350 equals b. So the equation is v equals 550 t plus 7350. So this represents this product, the value of this product in terms of T. So then 91, similar problem. This time though the value is 20,400. Again in 2015. And this time though the value of the product is decreasing by $2,000 a year. So negative $2,000 per year. Okay, so we have same thing where they want V in terms of T, so it's the order pair would be TV. The time is 15, or the year is 15. The value is 20,400, and then the slope is negative 2,000. So just like we set up number 90, we're going to say 20,400 equals negative 2,000 times 15 plus b. So simplify, not a 2 but a 4. Looks ugly. And then this is negative 30,000 plus b. We're going to add 30,000 to both sides, so we end up with 50,400 for b. So your equation would be v equals negative 2,000 t plus 50,400. Okay, so for 93, they want you to write a linear equation giving the value v of the equipment for each year t during its 10 years of use. So when they first bought the machine, so we want V in terms of T again, right? So we want T and V. That's our ordered pair. So time, when they first bought it, that was year 0. That's when they first got it. So that's going to be 0, 25,000. And then in 10 years, it's going to be worth 2,000. So here's an ordered pair, and this is going to give us a slope. Okay? Let me make that a better, because I know it doesn't look very clear. 25. So we're going to get a slope from this, which is going to help us get the equation that we're looking for. So slope 25,000 minus 2,000 over 0 minus 10. So that's going to give us 23,000 divided by negative 10, which is negative 2,300. So that's the slope. Okay. V equals negative 2,300 T. And then the nice thing about the set of points that we got here is that this one right here is the y-intercept. And how do we know that? We know that because the input value is 0. So this is the y-intercept, or in this case the v-intercept, because we're not talking about x and y, we're talking about t and v. And so we're going to just use that here. This is like our b value. And here's the equation. For part B, they want you to fill in the table, so I'm not going to fill all of it in for you, just a few numbers. So I'll put it here on the side. T and V. So every year it goes down by 2,300, right? So you could start with 25,000 and then subtract 2,300 from that. So that's going to be 22,700, and then subtract 2,300 from that. So that's going to be 20,400, or 400, sorry, 20,400. And then you keep going until you get to the 10th year. And again, if you did your subtracting right, you should end up with $2,000. Okay, so you keep going from 2 to 10 down, you keep subtracting 2,300, 2,300, 2,300 each time, and you end up with 2,000. Okay, for 94, you have, they give you some information about at what temperature water freezes and boils in both Celsius and Fahrenheit. Okay, units. You need to find an equation of the line that shows the relationship between them in degrees Celsius and degree Fahrenheit. So let's start off by CF, like having C being the input and F being the output value. C for Celsius, F for Fahrenheit. So I need to find a slope. Okay, so my slope is going to be 212 minus 32 over 100 minus 0, so that's going to give me 180 over 100. When I reduce this, I canceled by 10, but now I can still reduce by 2, so I have 9 over 5. Okay, that's my slope. Again, another nice thing about this set of points is that this one right here is my y-intercept. How do I know that? Because the input value is 0. So 32 is my intercept. Okay? So that makes the work a little bit easy. So I'm going to put F equals 9/5 C plus 32. So that's how F is written in terms of C. We also need to find C in terms of F. So basically solve for C. So we're going to subtract both sides by 32. So we have F minus 32 equals 9/5 C. Okay, and then I want to get rid of the 9/5, so you multiply both sides by the reciprocal. So then of 9/5, so we have 5 over 9 times F minus 32, minus 32 equals C. So just to clean it up a little bit on this side, I'm going to write it out. Oh, oops. Why is it shrinking on me? So C equals 5 over 9 times the quantity of F minus 32. So here's the other way around. C in terms of F. Celsius in terms of Fahrenheit. Okay, so now going to part B, you have to fill in that chart or that table. And sometimes they give you Celsius, sometimes they give you Fahrenheit. So depending on what they give you, that's the equation you use. Okay, so for, let's do a couple. I won't go through every single one because it's just plugging in. It's just substituting. But I'll do a few. You know, the first one where C and F, where they give you this as 0. Okay, so for that one, I'm going to use this equation right here because I want to know what C is. So I'll put it right here on the work below. So C equals 5 over 9, 0 minus 32. And then just use your calculator. So C equals, after you multiply 5 times negative 32 divided by 9, I get negative 17.8 degrees Celsius. So this would be negative 17.8 degrees. Okay. Let's see another one where they give you, how about when they give you Celsius? So the last one. So you're going to just do the rest on your own. It's just using the right equation to plug in. So let's look at the last box. They tell you that this is 177. So you need to find the Fahrenheit, right? So I'm going to use for that one, since I know Celsius and I need Fahrenheit, I'm going to use this equation right here. Okay, so F, oh sorry, it's pointing, F equals 9 over 5 times 177 plus 32. So this is 318.6 plus 32, and then you add 32 to that, and it's 350.6. So right here, 350.6. So you guys go ahead and fill in the rest of the chart, the other 4 spaces. Again, for the ones where they are looking for Fahrenheit, where they give you Celsius and you need to find Fahrenheit, you're going to use this equation right here. For the ones where they give you Fahrenheit and you're looking for Celsius, you use this one right here. So I gave you an example of each one. So for part A, they want you to write an equation, linear equation, that gives a total cost C of operating the bulldozer for T hours, including the purchase cost. So I know that it costs, what is it erasing? It costs $36,500, and then per hour I have to pay, or they have to pay $11.25 for fuel and $19.50 per hour for maintenance and operating cost, or for the operator. So total cost per hour, if I add these together, is actually $30.75. So $30.75 per hour for every T. So that's your total cost. For part B, assuming the customers are charged $80 per hour, write an equation for the revenue. So revenue, the customers pay $80 per hour, so the revenue is 80 T. And then for the profit formula, P equals R minus C, write an equation for that. So for this problem, it would be P equals 80T minus, now C, because it's a binomial, it's two terms, I've got to